The flash floods that tore through Nairobi on Friday night have left behind a trail of economic wreckage, particularly in the city's bustling artisan hubs. In Grogan, the heart of the city's vehicle repair and spare parts hub, the sound of revving engines has been replaced by the rhythmic splashing of buckets as traders drain mud from their shops. But as the silt is cleared, a darker reality emerges. Many will have to shoulder these million-shilling losses on their own. NTV's Sylvia Kadhoni spent the day in Grogan and brings us this report.
The air in Grogan today is heavy, thick with the smell of damp earth, stale oil, and the quiet desperation of a community underwater. And if you stay silent long enough, you can hear the sound of water being scraped from floors. On Friday, this road was a river. Today, it's a graveyard of damaged vehicles and submerged dreams. Here, you don't just see the floods, you feel it in the grit of the silt covering every spare part and the relentless flow of water still being bailed out of dark basements. Sam, a veteran spare parts dealer, stands in what used to be a store of value. For him, the rain didn't just fall, it invaded. It crept into the basements where he kept his life's work, turning expensive sensors into useless scrap.
Zote ziliharibiwa na maji ya kugonganishwa kwa hivyo. Sasa zimeharibika, zimeingia maji, huwezi uza. Ya. Sasa ni hivyo tu, sisi tunakadiria hasara kubwa sana. Sana.
A few doors down, Bernard, a mechanic, faces a different kind of nightmare. The car he spent weeks restoring, ready for customer pickup, were tossed around like toys by the currents, leaving him with a debt he cannot quantify.
Lazima sisi kama mechanic tumeumia. Makasa hawezi kuja. Huwezi kuja mahali unajua gari yako itaharibika. Na hatujui mvua itanyesha lini tena. Isipotengeneza ikenyesha, the same thing will happen. Na client yote hata akiona hii chenye inaelekea sasa hii hawezi leta gari.
But as the cleanup continues, the question of compensation looms large. We asked motorists about their safety net. The answers reveal a massive gap in protection.
Comprehensive is very expensive. Alafu number 2, gari yangu si new model, so I don't see the purpose ya kutumia comprehensive.
Looking at the situation in Nairobi, the way the cars were floating in the water in Nairobi, I think it's a bit scary imagining that I'll lose my car to floods.
In a quest to understand the fate of these victims, I talked to an insurance expert, Ashok Shah, CEO of APA Insurance. He says that it's a gamble that many Kenyans are losing. He warns that the legal minimum insurance is no shield against an act of God.
Anybody who had a third-party only cover and their car was submerged on Friday night will not get compensated by an insurance company.
For the victims with the comprehensive cover, their compensation is a claim away.
What we would like them to do is, as soon as possible, put in a claim. Generally there will be no time limit, but what happens is the longer you delay, then we could start questioning why did you take so long to make that claim.
You might think this is an extension of what most people online are calling reverse CBD. Half of it is. The other half is water that business people are draining from the basements of their shops. And on the outside, others are moving to fix damaged vehicles that were swept away by the floods on Friday, draining mud and water from engines, fixing damaged windscreens. As the government moves to prioritize humanitarian aid, these people are now asking who is going to intervene where insurance firms have walked away. Sylvia Kadhoni, NTV, Grogan, Nairobi.